Jesus Montero is going to get the start behind the plate tonight. Tell me what you've seen from him early in this season, Larry. It seems as if he's catching better than many we were told he would.
Yeah, I think so, Elise. I mean, he's caught 2 games in the regular season. They've won both of them. One was a shutout. He called that game. So, I mean, if you're behind the plate when a pitcher pitches a shutout, which Hector Noesi did for 8 innings, and then Brandon League finished it, I think that speaks well for the catcher. I mean, it's not all the catcher, but I think it shows something. Just from observing him, I don't see a disaster back there. He receives the ball well. Yeah, he's got trouble throwing. That's I would say that's his big weakness, and it could be exploited by a team like the Angels, who like to run. His arm is strong enough, but his release is slow, and he's not very accurate. But I think he can develop that, and I think I'm more convinced now than ever that he can be an everyday catcher in the major leagues, despite what a lot of people say. And I believe Eric Wedge believes that as well.
We talked to Dan Wilson about a half hour ago about the future and what's going to happen here and the balancing act they're going to have with him, Larry. And I'm going to be intrigued if they get to a point where he can be the everyday catcher, then a lot of these problems solve themselves. If he does not, they may have to. Well, they're going to definitely have to consider a position change, right? He's either going to become an everyday catcher or he's going to become something else.
Well, I mean, I think he could stay as a DH. Be a full-time DH. David Ortiz has had a pretty good career as a DH. I mean,
right. But what I mean is they can't have him dabble at catcher because then they got to keep 3 catchers.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. But Wedge just said from the beginning that they're going to take this slow. Just because he's not catching now doesn't mean, I don't think, that they've determined that he can't catch. I think their plan all along, which is what he did with Victor Martinez when he had him in Cleveland, was used him sparingly. Victor was not a well-regarded defensive catcher, but he became an everyday major league catcher and a pretty good one. And then he went back to DHing, and now he's out for the most of the season with an injury. But the way that they brought along Martinez is very similar to what they're doing with Montero, and the wild card in this is Miguel Olivo. I mean, if he keeps hitting at a 111 clip, which is what he's hitting now, and not receiving very well either, I think that's going to accelerate Montero's introduction to catching. And if you look at it, I mean, he's caught now 3 times in the last 5 or 6 games.
Right.
So the Olivos is forcing their hand a little bit, and that's the other side to this coin. If Montero develops into an everyday catcher, and you've got John Jaso, you really don't need Miguel Olivo around.
Ara Gelig is a real Geico customer, not a paid celebrity. So to help tell her story, we hired the Pips.
Not long ago, I was in a car accident.
Ooh, fender bender.
With Geico's Auto Repair Express, the adjuster, repair shop, and rental car were all right there.
Rental car smells like sunshine.
To top it off, my rate stayed the same.
Take a train to Happy Town. Woo, woo.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Woo, woo.